What's going on, guys? So I just want to give a little update. I haven't done a video. Home life has been a little bit crazy the last couple days. So I just took a pause, took a break. And I have a lot of stuff going on as far as Yu-Gi-Oh goes. All my childhood collection, I've been sorting cards out, and I've decided to do exactly what I did with Pokemon and finish the first 4 to 8 sets in Yu-Gi-Oh! And I actually have a lot of the cards. I've already gotten Legend of Blue Eyes 60-70% complete, Magic Ruler 60-70% complete, or Metal Raiders 60-70% complete, Magic Ruler 60-ish% complete, and then I know Pharaoh's Servant is after that. So I got those in binders, and I'm trying to complete those so I have all those sets complete. I've got a lot of fun stuff on the way. We've got a Pokemon Mystery Mail Day video after this video, as well as a TikTok that I did preemptively so that I could do this video and post that TikTok afterwards of me opening my first Lost Origin pack in celebration of this purchase. But guys, I bought a case. I bought a whole case of Lost Origin. Now, it was a no-brainer for me to buy a case of Evolving Skies. It's a fantastic set, period. But Lost Origin wasn't really a set that I was crazy about. And I do have 2 other Lost Origin booster boxes. There's one right there. Another one's in my closet sealed. But I'm going to probably put one of those for sale since now I have a fresh case and 2 other ones. But I just opened up that pack on TikTok just as a pack opening. And I got a pretty decent holo, but I'm gonna put that one up in a little bit. But anyways, I got a case of Lost Origin because someone reached out to me in my DMs on Instagram after I was reaching out to a store, and they got back to me and said, hey man, if you're looking for bulk pricing on cards, if you're looking for wholesale is really what I mean to say, hit me up. And it turns out, and I want to get him in, Don, my boy Don, appreciate you. Or actually, is it Ron? Might be Ron. I think it's Ron. Yeah, I think it's Ron. Ron, I appreciate you. But anyways, he gave me the hookup. I was a little skeptical at first, but then when I met him, he was explaining that he was a tournament player and that one of his best friends is actually the owner of Troll and Toad. If you guys don't know this, Troll and Toad is fucking huge. Troll and Toad is like the biggest bulk card buyer and distributor other than like TCG Player. But anyways, he has a deal with Troll and Toad. Not only does he work with them, and he goes all around the country selling cases from Troll and Toad, but he also just does it around town locally, and he makes a lot of money doing it, I'm sure. But in my case, I was just like, yo, I don't even want this set, but let's break the ice and do our first deal. So, guys, I have no doubt in my mind that we have a legit case of Lost Origins. The seal is right. The seal here isn't broken. This is exactly how they would get it out of the store. I have a couple other cases here that I've looked at in comparison. It's got the weight. It weighs exactly the same amount as my Evolving Skies. I'm going to keep it sealed. It's worth a lot more sealed. But yeah, everything was legit there. He is a tournament player, a Yu-Gi-Oh tournament player. He has like a $10,000 deck. This guy really knows his stuff. And really doesn't care about collecting as a hobby, but really cares about the game and playing the game, and I really respect that. But where that works really well for me is I really care about collecting. So he doesn't really care about keeping his cases. He wants to get rid of them. He wants to make money. And he was getting like 100 cases. So selling a case and making, 20, 30, 40, 50 bucks was really fine for him. He didn't really care. Me, on the other hand, there's no way I'm going to sell this unless I can get 100, 200, 300 bucks on it. And even then, it's probably not worth it because I'm just glad that I have a case of Lost Origin. This is the best way to buy your Pokemon cards. Why is this the best way to buy your Pokemon cards? Because by the case, you are going to get the cheapest dollar amount. My booster boxes were, I think, $90 a piece. And on top of that, all the booster boxes are sealed inside this box with the case printing on there and the do not open until... let's see, not for retail sale before September 9th. So that's pretty cool. Everything is on there. I've got another case here that was for the Ultra Premium Collection. Same deal, same type of wrap, same type of tape. Basically says the same thing. Oh, this is upside down. Ultra Premium Collection box, not for retail sale before October 22nd, 2021. So I actually have 2 more Ultra Premium Collections in here. This was a case. I opened one of them on the channel. I've got my metal Charizard somewhere. Anyways, so buying by the case has always been what I aspired to end up doing, to just stack up cases and put them in bins and just sit on them for a couple years. So I think that's a really good way to go if you're looking for it. I managed to get extremely lucky by making this connection with Ron, and now I'm set. Now I can buy cases whenever I want. I was looking at becoming a Pokemon licensed reseller, and all the paperwork and really the tape and the allotments that you would get. Honestly, I don't know if other sellers on YouTube were just kind of, what's the right word for it? Discouraging people from thinking that it's actually a good avenue to go down. But honestly, I buy it because I believe that it's not the best thing in the world to go and do if you want to do a full-time thing, because it's really similar to running the bar. We run a bar, Starlight, here in Charlotte, and that bar, there's a lot of regulations. We had to go through a lot of work to get our permitting, and basically everything that we buy, we have to go to a warehouse, and it has to be sticker stamped through ABC, so everything is licensed, everything is legitimate for us to sell. That's the same thing with Pokemon. You're going to a warehouse, you have an allotment, you put an order in, just like the liquor. I might not always get all the bottles that I order, just like the case. They might not always get all the cases or booster boxes they order. Anyways, it's a lot of driving, it's a lot of meeting up with people. You know, Ron drives all around the country to different shops while he's going to tournaments to play Yu-Gi-Oh! So it's advantageous for him. For someone like me, I really would not want my time to be stretched when I've already started an online store that's doing fairly well. So I might just sell the stuff on my online store, but most importantly, he was almost out of cases. That was the last case, so I got my hands on a case. And now, guys, this is the good part. Charizard UPC that's coming out. I know some of you might think that's overkill and hype. I don't care. I think the Charizard UPC is fucking sick. I don't care what anybody else says. The alternate arts are badass. And yes, we're constantly pumping out Charizard. Is a channel, Opossum Bud, he mentioned that there's too many Charizards. You know, it's a slight to all the other Pokemon in Sword and Shield. And I kind of agree with that. But also, I love Charizard. A lot of people love Charizard. I'm going to leave it at that. I don't want to get into it. I don't want to start some kind of argument or debate. I just really like that UPC, and now I'm going to be able to get it right when it comes out with no issue on how many I'm going to be able to get. Really, it's just going to be the price. I think they're going to be $300. I know the retail was $120, but that means that they're going to be online for probably $200. If I can find them cheaper online, I'll probably match the price online to get it from Ron, but we'll just see. And then on top of that, Silver Tempest releases, I believe, on the 11th, 3 days after my birthday, so I'm super excited for that. And now I know Ron, I'm going to be able to get a direct connection to that. So now I can get whatever Pokemon product I want without having to put in all the legwork as a seller. And I can stock it up, I can do videos, I can keep it, I can open it. There are restrictions as a Pokemon reseller. From my knowledge, from what I know, from what he's told me, from what other YouTubers have mentioned, there are restrictions on what you can do, on stuff that you can open, stuff like that. I don't know if it would work for me in the end, and I may try it eventually, but right now it makes way more sense to get straight to the source, and Ron is straight to the source, and he has all this stuff, and he doesn't even care about Pokemon, which is like the best part, because he doesn't care about like gouging or holding this stuff. He really loves Yu-Gi-Oh! And I love Yu-Gi-Oh! Too, so we definitely get along in that sense. Even though I cannot keep up with the current game right now. It's way too fast for me. But anyways, I was just updating you guys on that. And we've got now that this will be done, I've showed you guys that my recent investment in Lost Origin was buying this case. now I've got a solid 8 booster boxes of Lost Origin. I've got several Evolving Skies. I did sit out on Astral Radiance. I do want to catch up with that and get at least 1 or 2 booster boxes of Astral Radiance. And then I have a couple boxes of, Fusion Strike, Chilling Reign, Darkness Ablaze. I've got a little Vivid Voltage. I've got a little bit of everything, but I don't have cases as far as those go. And those are really, really cheap right now. Like ETBs for Fusion Strike are like $30 right now. And I'm just like, dude, just get the cases of those other sets. In a couple of years, it will be worth it. And I think buying by the case is the best way to go. And then keeping it sealed in the case is really smart too, because then that case value is worth even more. In my opinion, down the road, the case is going to be worth more than the individual booster boxes inside, as long as everything is sealed. Anyways, that's wrapping it up for today. I've got a lot of stuff that I got to do for Yu-Gi-Oh! I've got a lot of cards that I'm sorting, a lot of stuff that I want to post up on my Mercari store. And then I got to post this other TikTok. And then on top of that, I'm also going to try and squeeze in another video for Pokemon Mystery Mail Day. So stay tuned for that. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. I know I didn't have any shiny cards to show or stuff like that, but I'm just giving an insight to how I'm buying today. From, it's been years since I've met somebody, it's been years and I haven't met anyone like this in the hobby. I now know someone in the hobby that's connected at the level that I need to be connected at. So I'm good to go. Now I have that source and I'm just kind of sharing that information. It's new information. It's very exciting for me. I'm very excited about this kind of partnership we're going to have, friendship, but yeah, it's gonna be dope. So a lot of the product that's gonna be coming in, I should be able to get my hands on every single product. Now that's not a promise. Don't take those words out of my mouth. And there are gonna be products that I don't care about. Like I didn't care about Astral when it came out. I really didn't care about Lost Origin, but I wanted to break the ice between me and this reseller, or I guess I should say Troll and Toad employee. Anyways, guys, I'm hoping I can get Ron on the channel and to talk about what it's like being in their warehouses and what it's like going to a distribution center, just to get a little bit more insight on that process. He does have an NDA with them, so he can't really disclose everything that he does as a working with the distributors. But anyways, hopefully we'll get to touch upon that, and stay tuned for my next video. Peace out, guys. Make it a great day. Take care of yourself.